so my first year is 2009-10 when they went to the final, and they started the season in Florida. Do you guys remember this? There was
started in Florida.
You guys had a bonding trip. The first game of the season was in Florida on the road. It was either.
I thought it was Carolina.
You're right. It
Carolina.
was, but then maybe 2 weeks later, it was in October. Nothing's going on, and there was 6 days between games of a Friday or Saturday night in Florida, and it was just an absolute bonanza. I saw you. For whatever reason, I was staying at the same hotel. I saw you guys everywhere.
Yeah.
Elbow room, every single place in Fort Lauderdale.
Place, man.
And then, dude, one day I came in and I was just absolutely even at the skate the next day, I was buckled. And you came over, said something. Prong said something. A bunch of guys are like, dude, you look like you died. John Stevens was still the coach then. It was before he got
fired. Yeah, Johnny wouldn't have liked that. Hey, boys are running.
What a team bonding trip that was. You guys were fishing and do a whole bunch of
stuff. I remember
that. Yep.
Yeah. That was a good trip. Good year all around. Man. That was
a
bonanza.
Great word for it.
It really was. It was over the top. It was hey, we're gonna send a bunch of NHL guys down to Florida for 5 days before a game.
Who thought that one through?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm glad they did.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna say that wasn't G's rookie party. That was in Miami.
No, it was a few years before.
Anyway.
Oh, that's amazing.
Awesome. Yeah, it was. We had a few of those.
Yeah, a few rodeos.
And it's funny because Johnny was coaching and he wasn't big on that stuff, but Lavi was. Lavi took us. Did
Mr.
a lot
Dry Island?
Before the Dry Island was introduced, probably, right?
Yeah, Dry Island. Holy cow.
So I'm going to come clean on that story. So that was actually my story.
Oh, was it?
Dry Island.
Was it?
Yeah. And I was still kind of new-ish to the beat.
Yep.
And I was a little afraid of how to handle it based on I wanted guys to still talk to me after. And so we ran it through a guy on the gossip team or whatever at the paper, and he put his name on it.
Oh.
Wow.
Dry Island.
Interesting.
Why was it? Did it get a lot of bad feedback?
No, it became a thing.
Yeah,
now it's everybody. I see hashtag Dry Island and shit on.
Every single person, Canada, wherever you go, people still talk about Dry Island, the term.
So you're the leak of Dry Island.
I'm not saying it to take credit. I'm
No,
just saying
no.
That was my thing. I was I heard that Richards and Carter didn't put their name on.
I didn't put my name on there either.
You know what? For some reason we all had to. I was in that meeting.
Were you on? Did you sign up?
No.
Yeah. Well, it was an honesty thing too, right? If you're gonna put your name up on there, you better stay dry, right? It was one of those things you're just gonna put your name on there and then not participate.
Awkward. I felt kind of bad.
It puts guys in an interesting spot.
Yeah, because if you're a young kid on the team, how do you not raise your hand? With the coach,
Well, it was kind of a power move. It was a bully, more or less power move.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
I still remember the quote from Homer. He said something like, "That's our inner sanctum that you're writing about." He was upset that story came out.
Really? Hey?
I think a lot of people were.
Wow. Huh. Well, I do. Obviously, I remember, but we always kind of laughed about Dry Island.
Well, yeah, it was kind of a joke, right? Because it, like you said, it was
a critical time of the year. It was maybe March, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a little bit of a power squeeze, right? Yeah. I mean, it was.
You guys were stumbling down the stretch.
We were, man. I
remember there was that one game in Nashville. You guys lost toward the end of the year. That it was oh man, they might not make the playoffs now. Yeah. You had an 8-point lead, and it was choking it away. It was crazy. That whole year was.
It was a crazy year.
Winter Classic. That was an insane year.